Namaste, my fellow life inquisitors. So this is going to be a short podcast today, actually, because I just wanted to record my podcast while I was waiting on a meeting to start. I'm going to be doing some real estate stuff today, cold calling, and hopefully getting some deals made. I'm actually working with somebody. His name is Tony Capco. He was my son's drum coach, drum teacher, and I found out he was in real estate, and I've been interested in wholesaling, and we're meeting up now. And today is about discernment versus judgment. I don't have the definitions pulled up, but I did want to just talk about this in a way, how I look at it and how it's helped me in my life, about judgment versus just analyzing something. So that's what I consider discernment, right? Right now I am in Lancaster. It happens to be a beautiful day today, so I am sitting outside on a bench. I rode my bike over here to meet with my business partner slash friend, and I just wanted to talk about something. There's one thing that he said while I was wanting to work with him. He said something that stuck with me. When I reach out to people, basically, when I reach out to people, I reach out to them with the idea that everybody knows the difference between discernment versus judgment. What is judgment to me? Judgment is, and please analyze this yourself, when judgment is happening, it's because I'm putting my own idea onto something. Like, if I was to try a new fruit today, in the West, we have a very limited amount of fruits. I found out there's more exotic fruits in different countries and stuff, right? So you have this, you have a fruit that looks disgusting to you because of your idea about what looks disgusting or what is disgusting. So you put this idea that because this fruit looks this way, I'm not going to eat it. That is a judgment. Now, if you look at the fruit and you analyze it, let's say you're using your discernment skills to just analyze it. Now, what that means to me is you look at the fruit, you smell the fruit, you ask questions about the fruit, and then you understand what is fruit. Now, most fruit is healthy for us, or not exactly healthy, but what I mean by that is we understand that fruit is a thing that is quote unquote for something for the human body. So no matter how it looks, you could still at least try the fruit, and then when you taste it, you can say, okay, I finally got all the stuff I need to know. It tastes disgusting, but it might have a lot of nutrition value. But now you can put your own awareness on that and be like, okay, well, this is just not something that my body can take, because when I tried to eat it, I wanted to throw up. But before that, if we could nullify all of our judgments that we've had in the past, we won't put judgment on this moment right now. So discernment is going, I want to actually take a lot of the information that I can to understand the thing that I'm put in front of. Another example, let's just talk about life and relationships, right? Because relationships are big. Somebody does something that in your past was related to a act of unkindness or non-inclusiveness, which I would say is the idea for relationships, is to feel inclusive with something rather than non-inclusive. And what I mean by that, it doesn't mean that it has to be, because I'm talking to this person, we don't have to be the exact same. In fact, I believe if I met another person exactly like me, I wouldn't want to be around that person all the time. I hope that makes sense. If I met another person exactly like me, I would want to, it'd feel like a one-up competition. But if I know that, okay, well, that person has this unique quality and this other person has, and I have this unique quality, now we can go, oh, I can learn from that rather than going, well, that was different. I'm not going to be around you, or I feel like this isn't going to be the best relationship for me right now. So judgment in this case is the understanding that, oh, well, just because somebody used that particular word with me in the past, because you use that word, I know that this isn't going to work out. That's judgment. Now, you use this word or you did this action. Let me understand why you did that action or why you used that word in a specific way. That's discerning the situation. All right, I hope that makes sense. Another example, we have relationship. Let's talk about business and careers. Most of us, we are, like I said in some previous episodes, we're in survival mode, a lot of us. It is easier to judge when we're in survival mode. All right? And that can come down to judging ourselves. So I hear this a lot. Well, Blue, I've tried something like that and it just didn't work. Now you're not even putting judgment on the outside. You're putting judgment on yourself on the inside. Now, the reason I'm hitting on this topic is because maybe we can discern this moment rather than saying, oh, well, I tried this before. I know it's not going to work. What if we went, oh, I tried this before. Let me understand why it didn't work this last time. It didn't work because of this. It's because I had this mindset about it. It's because I thought about it this way. And that is the thing that actually kept me from executing properly or efficiently. So if I'm pursuing a business, or if I'm pursuing a career, or if I'm working with somebody and they ask of me of something, and I know that I actually like what I'm doing, but now they said to do this. I know I can't do it, Blue. They told me this. What I'm trying to say is, maybe you weren't able to execute it that last time is because of the same reason why you just said you can't do it right now. If you say, I can't do it, you've already defeated your mindset. This is why I don't even allow my kids to say I can't. It's, I need help with the technique, or Dad, I need to look up, or Dad, can you help me, or something in this matter. So judgment can go all around. So what I do is a long time ago, I took the understanding of judgment and I said, well, how can I make sure that I'm at least executing on everything to my full potential? Well, I need to stop judging myself, but in order to do that, because most of us, we wouldn't wake up and be like, oh, well, yeah, I just judged myself today. It's not something that's on the front of our awareness. So how do we put it at the forefront of our awareness? What you do little is what you do big. So what I did with myself and my mind and my subconscious is I was like, okay, well, going back to the fruit idea. My mom said this one thing before, try everything once before you say no to it, right? So what I'm trying to say is, analyze the situation, eliminate judgment by anytime there is something you can judge even a little bit, attempt to put awareness on it so that you can start executing on the big things that come. What do I mean by that? What you do little is what you do big. The fruit idea. The reason I have less judgment in me, I believe, is because anytime something came in front of me, I would say, okay, well, let me not judge it. Let me see if I can get to know that thing or that event or this situation a little bit more. And I think that is very, very important, because what that did for me, at least, is it started to take my subconscious, my unconscious judgment out of me. Make sense? So today, I would like to challenge everyone who is listening to this to see where you are judging something little, because if you can learn that you are judging it and not putting a honest discernment on it, when a big situation comes, aka something that you really would like to do and you have disbelief in yourself, instead of judging yourself, you would be able to execute on it. All right, so that's my challenge today. I wanted to make this short and sweet because, like I said, I'm about to go to a meeting right now, and I probably won't have the best chance of recording a podcast later, because I'm going to be sitting here with him for a couple of hours. But think about that today and let me know what you come up with. Please comment, share with anybody who has disbelief in themselves, because disbelief only comes from you judging yourself. The human is a remarkable species, and the human can do anything in this world, as long as if they put their mind to it. You've probably heard this quote before. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you won't. Something like that. You can clarify the quote in the comments, but that's the basic quote. Henry Ford maybe said it. I think that's who said it. But anyways, always think I can, and never put judgment on something else. Because once we put judgment on something else, we're not only limiting that other thing, aka, let's go back to the fruit, you're limiting what that fruit's capabilities are. It can have a lot of nutrition in it, but because you think you're putting judgment on it from your past thoughts and memories, you're limiting that fruit if you've never tasted it, or if you haven't interacted with it properly or gained the right knowledge on it. Going to relationships, you're limiting that relationship because you're going, oh, well, somebody did that to me before and it sounds the same. But this person could be doing it for a completely different reason. So don't limit stuff, because you're not only limiting that thing, you're also limiting yourself when you do that, because you're not going to want to take action on something that you believe is harmful to you or not inclusive with you. All right. So my challenge today for you is to go out, something that you feel like you can't do, or you know that thing is bad for me, or I know that person is wrong, or whatever. I want you to challenge yourself and go, okay, well, why is that person wrong? Why don't I think I can eat this? Where is it actually coming from? It's coming from a past thing that you have in you. And even if it feels completely right, I'm saying challenge yourself and test it out anyways. All right? And watch how you grow on the inside, and other people will feel it on the outside. All right? So that's my podcast today. Very short, sweet, to the point. And yeah, once again, I'm in sunny Lancaster if you're watching this on video. And if you're listening to this, have a wonderful week. Go out there and unjudge stuff. All right, namaste, and have a beautiful day. Peace.